Application question number one, like, would you die with me? I done seen gangsters turn goofy, you can't slide with me. All I hear is grandma in my head keep saying God with me.
Huh? What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 108 of Homie Studios. It's your boy ST, Great, joined by the homies Shades. What's good with ya, boy?
What's good with it?
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Say, man.
Shit. Y'all know the vibes. Man, I'm happy to be back.
Happy to have you back.
You know what I
Your
mean?
boy is the Blake Bortles of the ones and twos. The Jameis Winston. Bruh.
Yo.
Hey, I'm just saying we're gonna have to take turns because I can't like not know what's going on.
You can't be that rusty.
I can't be that rusty, bro. Like
Yeah,
bro, the comments was 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes off.
Oh shit. This man wasn't running nothing.
Bro, I was at 4. Hey, I'm clicking over to the spin wheel after that mug done already spent.
Yep. And leaving it there.
What else? What else was on there, people?
Oh, the audio.
Bro, I'm running the audio through the phone or through the webcam.
Yeah, dog. Let me tell you, bro. So obviously I wasn't here last week. I was at a business Christmas dinner with future wifey, right?
For sure.
And like I finally get a chance to sneak away. I'm like, let me go take a peek at the pod real quick. You know what I'm saying? I know my boys over here killing it, and all I heard was mad echo. I'm like, oh no.
Not looking at the phone.
No.
I didn't see none of the messages,
bro. So I'm like, oh man, that's just tough right now.
And then I got into my pod zone, like where I just tune everything else out. And then I got stoned, and I'm just like,
so then I was like, all right, let me text them real quick. Hey, yo, y'all using the laptop audio or the camera audio? Switch it over. And then I was like, I'm gonna let them do their thing. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna worry about it.
We go back in.
I go back in about 10 minutes later. That shit's still showing the same thing. And I'm like, yo, switch it over. Then I come back in, and just a second later, and then it was no sound. And actually, what happened was IB. He hit me up. He's like, yo, no sound. And I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
So at that point, I was like, oh, okay, if they ain't got no sound, I'm gonna call in. You know what I mean? Because like, if I call and they ain't got no sound, they ain't gonna know that I was calling you saying, hey man, let me help you get through this. You dig? My dog, hey, you got it right.
Hey,
you got it fixed.
You know what I'm saying? We back in action, but hey, your boy's about to go into 1s and 2 training. You feel me?
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, it's big time 1s and 2s training. You're gonna put this man through a power training course on how to operate this shit.
Yo,
you know,
everybody need to give ST the biggest salute, and I got to give you the biggest salute, homie, for everything that you do. If I ain't said it, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it after the pod too. But I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, for sure. And yo, Reg, what's popping with you, dog? How you doing, brother? Huh?
What's good?
Air horn for Reg,
boy, Reg. Huh?
Big air horns for Reg, man. Appreciate you dropping by again. Pretty much weekly, man. My man be here, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man.
My boy want to hear what we talking about with Deion, though.
Oh, that's a fact. Hey, man, because it is pretty much the hottest the second hottest topic, but we're gonna talk about this one first.
For sure.
All right. So Deion has up and left Jackson State, fresh off of winning them a championship, by the way.
Sure.
But up and
don't he got to still coach in the game?
No.
They already won the game?
Like that, he finished off with the 12-0.
Yeah, but I think they said he got to come back to coach for the last game.
Oh, I ain't seen nothing about him having to pull back up. You know what I mean? Hold up, we got the homie Rod in the building. What's good with you, dog? Huh?
What's good with the boy? Huh? You?
What up, boy? What up, homie? What's poppin', dog? You know what I mean? But yeah, so I haven't heard anything about Deion having coach the what's that? I'm pretty sure my understanding is he doesn't, but we're gonna roll with that for now.
I was listening to one of the shows and they was talking about it, and they just threw that in there. I was like, dang, he got to go back and coach.
I highly doubt that because he's out here recruiting and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And boy, is he recruiting. You know what I mean? But regardless, Deion left Jackson State to go to Colorado, and it's caught a lot of backlash off this decision. Have you seen all the backlash that has been spewing about?
Yes.
Okay, so how are you feeling about Deion leaving Jackson State to go to Colorado?
I got mixed feelings. Um, I understand. I understand the backlash,
Red say
but
he going back and forth. Appreciate that, dog. Okay, so he gonna do a little combo draw. Okay,
yeah, that's all I'm about to say. He's coaching in the last game.
okay,
Yeah,
true,
he
true,
got
true.
to coach the last game because the championship game. But I got a little bit of mixed feelings as far as so. First of all, I doubt Deion will ever see our pod or whatever. But if he does, salute to you, bro. Like, I mean, as a mentor, as somebody that's out there doing it, paving ways. Like, let me start off with the positive because the negative part when I was going back and listening to my thoughts and everything, you can't really stop somebody from moving up, and you don't know what happened in the vaccine. So originally, I don't know, I kind of felt like not necessarily a sellout. I just knew if it was something else that there was something else that had to happen. I was disappointed because I think kind of Bomani Jones hit it right on the head. He was like he kind of promoted long term. He kind of promoted something long term, but really it was for the short term. I don't know if this was Deion's plan all along, but I mean, if you just go look at the I Am Athlete interview he had, you will get a total. But that was a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You will get a totally different impression. You know what I'm saying? Because he still never said I'm going to be here. You know what I'm saying for forever. But my thing is like is basically it was like because so I'm treating Deion not like a regular coach in this instance. That's what I'm saying. The way he made it, exactly how he made it seem was, which I think is perfectly okay for somebody to feel hurt because Deion made it seem like he was the savior. That's how he presented himself. But that doesn't mean that you are the savior. That doesn't mean that you have to stay at some place for 10, 15 years or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? But what I would say is he had like it's not like he didn't promote that long term, you know what I'm saying? But he had to do that in order to make the moves that he made right then. He got all the jerseys, like besides Oregon, I think JSU had the most jerseys, like getting people on ESPN game day, getting people to get into HBCUs. He did all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But both things can be true at the same time. Yeah, you promoted HBCUs and you brought attention to it and everything, but I'm just going because I know we're going to go back and forth on this, but at the same time, I do kind of feel like the message was different than the action in the end.
I don't agree. So this is first of all, we talk about was this his plan in
all
along, right? First of all, one thing we knew for certain, Deion's plan was never to be an HBCU head coach. The only reason Deion went to HBCU is kind of how Bo said it. Deion ain't finna be nobody's subordinate. You see what I'm saying?
He got to be a DB coach.
He ain't finna be no DB coach. He ain't finna be no defensive coordinator. He ain't finna be none of that. We know what the end game for him was. And originally, he wanted the FSU job.
Mm-hmm.
FSU couldn't afford to fire Mike Norvell to bring in Deion Sanders because they were still paying Taggart and Jimbo. They were still paying both of them. So if you fired Norvell, you got to be paying 4 coaches.
I'm sorry, bro.
Jacksonville State.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I'll interrupt my own point if I can find the video. I think I took it off.
Okay.
I think I took it off. Probably for the better because I will run into the ground. I'll run into the ground. But his main his goal was never his intentions was never to be an HBCU head coach. He went there to become a head coach so he could prove people that I can actually do this shit. And he went out there and he did that shit. Yes. During the meantime, he was going to say everything that every other coach that was put in that same position will tell parents in their households. I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna treat your son like a son of mine, and I'm a teach him how to be a man in this society. That's the same script from pretty much every coach that sits in front of any household. So for people to then say, well, you were saying this, but then you did this, is idiotic to me. Because do we okay, maybe a lot of people don't understand college recruiting. And I get that. Not everybody gonna be deep into it like that. But these coaches make the same, every coach is making the same promise to these parents. Now when Deion decides, I'm going to level up after I've already brought this team from obscurity up until this point. I've gotten y'all. I leveraged my relationships with American Airlines. So anytime we had to travel far, we was on planes. I took half of my salary,
which is $300,000,
and helped finish off the locker or the locker rooms and all that shit. My own money, and I added my own money on top of that. Mm-hmm. And made this place nicer than it was than when I first got here. Mm-hmm. People can sit here and talk reckless on this man's name all they want to, but at the end of the day, Deion Sanders' main goal was never to be long-term HBCU head coach. That's just not what it was, dog.
I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. The way that he a heck of a salesman, because the way that he made it seem, he was about to change it. He was about to change the whole way that people thought about HBCUs, and that kids can get drafted in the draft from being at an HBCU. And you know what I'm saying? So one thing I would disagree on is I don't think it's idiotic for somebody to go off the words of somebody else. Yeah, it could be every coach is doing it, but you're basically saying every coach is lying.
Yes, because they are.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not too far-fetched if somebody's holding you to your word, whether that's a marketing tactic or whether that's whatever, then you're just another coach, you know. But everybody was pulling Deion he took himself from a different pedestal, if this makes sense. They were thinking about Deion as like a Colin Kaepernick, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like some type of something else. You feel what I'm saying? He's taking himself out of that category, and you're just another coach. So that's fine with me. That's perfectly fine with me. And I'm happy for Deion, because my thing is, when I heard about it, when I really thought about it, I wasn't just like, whatever. I seen like line, or what was it, tabloid line saying that, oh, he was pimping HBCUs and everything. I just think they're just trying to cause division.
Of course.
It's not really that deep, but Deion, he misled, you know. That's what coaches do. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I think there was something else going on back there, and I was listening to Ricky Smiley defend Deion, and and I think this is kind of what happened. Like Ricky Smiley said, he had the Ricky Smiley Foundation. Just a simple story. Mm-hmm. Somebody's coming for a book bag drive or coming for book bags, and they getting free book bags, and they get 4 book bags, but they coming back cussing Ricky Smiley out because they didn't get 6 book bags. And I feel like that's what's happening in this situation. The fact that if you're going to go super toxic, and like when you're saying Deion Sanders pimping this and doing that or whatever like that, you can be, I think it is okay for somebody to be like, dang, Deion, I mean, good for you though, but dang, what's up? And then get to leave space enough for Deion and eventually to be able to tell his story, because I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of stuff in the background. Like my boy told me that he did some research and he found out like Deion and Shador, I don't know how to say his name, Shador, got their cars broken in 5 times while they've been at JSU. Mm-hmm. There's probably like a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on. So I think that there's other things going on to quicken Deion's decision. I don't think that Deion originally wanted to leave in 3 years. I don't think that's what it is. I think something else. Agree. I think that there's some other stuff that's happened behind the scenes, ungratefulness, whatever it could be, that quickened his decision, because I feel like he could have got a better job than Colorado. But at the same time, how Deion, so here there's a difference between how Deion came into Colorado and then how he came into JSU. how he came out to Colorado, some people would think it's cutthroat and everything. But my thing is, when I heard what he said and what he's doing, no, he's being real.
Explain what you're talking about real quick.
So Deion, like they got, if you go on YouTube, you can see it or whatever like that. Deion is talking to the Colorado students, and he's basically telling them, hey, you got your last coach fired. Yeah. You know, so if you're not gonna work hard and you're not gonna bust your butt here, I got my own luggage and it's Louis Vuitton. So you might want to enter the transfer portal. That right there is cold and cutthroat to a lot of people, but that's real to me. And if he had come into JSU like that, I wouldn't have any negative thing to say. But that wasn't the message. The messages are different. You see what I'm saying? If he had come hold on
real quick. Mm-hmm. Because this is where people keep getting the message was is not clear. Mm-hmm. He literally did an interview within the last 12 months for CNN. Mm-hmm. And they asked him if a Power 5 school comes and talk to you, will you entertain? And he's like, of course I would. He's like, I'll be a fool not to. So we talking about, well, his initial word, he gave you his most recent word on this was within the last 12 months. And then he literally told you, I will entertain one of the bigger schools. So what I have issue with a lot of people in this scenario is like, y'all only want to listen to one part of what the man said when the man gave you a more updated version of what he said earlier this year. You see what I'm saying? Like it's one thing. It's one thing to be like, well, even though he said that, he still said this at the beginning. But when are we gonna actually start? Okay, we talk about taking people's word, taking people for their word. But when people give you an updated word, you got to also listen to that too.
Okay, so let me go right there. You said most recent, and you said updated word, right? Mm-hmm. Well, 2 to 3 weeks before this whole Colorado thing even came about, they was talking about Deion talking to other schools and blah blah blah. Deion told the players and told the people at that time that he was not. I think he said that to keep his players focused, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But we also have footage of more recent where he told them before this news started coming about that he wasn't talking to nobody. That's more recent than the CNN thing. So my thing is, I don't have no problem with it.
Let me ask you a question.
It's like, to me, it's like the Urban Meyer thing.
Let me ask you.
It's not like Urban Meyer, but it's like,
let me ask you a question.
I don't want to coach no more. My health hurts.
Let me ask you a question.
I need to spend more time with my family. Then I go get an NFL analyst job, and then I get a coaching job a year later. Like,
let me ask you a question.
There's nothing wrong.
Let me ask you a question. Just Nick Saban steps down today, like today, like right now, he steps down, and news starts swirling around Clemson that Dabo Swinney is talking to.
Oh, that's my fault, Marcus.
Yeah, what up, Marcus? What's up, Mike? What's up, Miss Amanda? What's popping with y'all? We're gonna get to y'all comments.
Oh, we heated right now, bro.
But so, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
What the hell was I just saying?
If Nick Saban stepped down,
and all of a sudden, rumors start swirling and around Clemson that Dabo Swinney is talking to Alabama. You think he gonna go tell his players, yeah, I'm talking to Alabama right now? No, because it's a negotiation time. You're not even finna talk about that shit until there's actually something to talk about.
No, for sure.
But
you're not gonna, of course, you're not gonna talk about it. But if somebody asks you a direct question,
asked the direct question? Nobody asked a direct question.
Yeah, the media people were asking him about it, and that's how they got the report. That's how they put the report out. Because they asked him, hey, Deion, are you talking to other schools and everything? And he said in the media that I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Before, and then like a week, 2 weeks later, whatever, then that's when it started like picking up, oh, Deion really is talking or whatever. And what I'm saying is there's not a problem with it. There's not a problem with it. There's not a problem with talking to other schools and everything. But my thing is, you can't be mad if you say something and then something totally different happens, because we're supposed to know how the game is and how the game goes. Well, maybe people are trying to think that you're different. Well, because you presented yourself in that way.
No, he didn't. He presented himself as a head coach that had a personality. That's all he did. It's still a head coach. And at the end of the day, we got to stop trying to treat this man differently just because we look at him differently. No, because his name is Deion Sanders. That's the only reason why we are looking at him in this way and then wanting to critique him, because we know that he was one of, if not the greatest football player to ever play the game. So we understand that we're going to have to look at him in a quote unquote different light, but he's telling you, I want to be a coach.
Yeah, because if you are one of the greatest players in the game and when you speak, people going to listen. So basically what you're saying is we can't take your word for your word is. So when you tell us something, we can't believe it. That's what you're basically saying.
Let me ask you, we listen to a lot of coaches that tell us nonsense every fucking day. And then all of a sudden, as soon as Deion is doing coach 101, all of a sudden we want to start critiquing that. If we're going to critique that, then we got to critique all of them. And guess what we don't do? We don't critique all of them.
Yes, we critique a lot of coaches.
Shit.
We critique a lot of coaches. There's a lot of coaches that get flack. There's a lot of coaches that get flack. Eventually, over time, if you continue to do what you do, you build a reputation on that. Like we know Belichick ain't really going to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Belichick will throw out a dummy. We know that to be Belichick. But if you're a new head coach and you're building a reputation, we're going to take your word for what it is at the point. But now we know that we can't take your word for what it is because you're just a regular coach. The way you presented yourself, which is why there's so much, whether you want to accept it or not.
No, then what you're saying is perception then. And then that means that your perception is different than my perception. I don't have to accept anything because I'm taking it from how I see it. And after I'm looking at coaching.
There's nothing wrong with your perception. What I'm saying is you want me to understand your perception, correct? Yes, I understand your perception, but you can't get mad at somebody else for perceiving a message differently. You can't get upset if you said X and you did Y and people hold you to X. Like that makes perfect sense. Like he presented himself differently, ST.
How did he present himself differently? That's my number one question I'm gonna ask every single person that says that exact same sentence. How did he present himself differently? Don't worry, I'll wait. Go ahead. I won't even say nothing.
You don't have to say anything. If you want to see how he presented himself differently, then you go take the time and you go watch the I Am Athlete podcast. And then you tell me.
I've already watched the I Am Athlete podcast.
So anybody else out there, go watch the I Am Athlete podcast and then you see what the message is. And then you can probably kind of understand why the fan base or why JSU people will probably be pissed off. JSU people, who is that?
Tay.
Oh, what up, Tay? I ain't got my contacts on, and I got these. So, I mean, JSU people is gonna be hurt no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
I respect that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see people I was shocked to hear Bomani say what he said.
I wasn't.
But my thing is, it's just good to know that I'm not the only one that perceived his message that way. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not mad at Deion for stepping up. He went from making $150,000 a year to $5 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big up. We should be. But another thing is, what I don't agree with is it's okay for you to be upset. It's okay for you to disagree with what he did. But what I don't agree with is throwing his name in the mud and being ungrateful for what he has done. So that's where I draw the line. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not disrespecting Deion Sanders, but I am going to speak facts. I mean, if you're going to do the regular coaching Jedi mind trick, then that's what I'm going to hold you to. You're a regular coach. Okay, I'm gonna hold you over there. Mm-hmm. But the way that you was before, I looked at you differently. That's all I'm saying. So that it is what it is. But I'm happy for him, bro, and what he did at HBCUs. But another thing that people can't say is, oh, he paved the way for HBCU coaches, and now they just have to take the reins and take JSU and continue to. No, you can't say that, bro. You can build Rome, but you can be building something, but at the same time, you're probably destroying something at the same time.
Let me ask you. So
there's nobody else that's going to come in and it's going to get JSU, and they're going to go 20, they're going to go undefeated, and they're going to be win the championship.
That's because
there's only one prime.
That's because Deion is actually a good coach.
Exactly.
That's that point. But let me. I can say this. If Ed Reed decided he wanted to go step out and go step off of being an administrator over at the University of Miami and say, I'm gonna go to be head coach and I'm gonna go to a HBCU school, guess who also gonna get a lot of motherfuckers in their school? And talking about actual good recruits. Guess who also won't get good recruits in the HBCU?
I agree with you, but that's last if you good.
But listen,
okay.
That's the blueprint though. Now, yes, the coach didn't have to turn around and be good
for sure.
But
you got to hold up your end to the bargain.
But what helps is getting elite talent down to an HBCU. And you can't tell me a nigga like Ed Reed going to an HBCU won't pull some elite talent. And then that's step one. Step one is getting the guy and getting the talent. And then now you got to earn your stripes with coaching. Not everybody is going to be a great coach. Some of them will, some of them won't. But the thing is like you want the blueprint. Hey, former players who don't get this opportunity, but anywhere else, but you want to earn your stripes. Perfect opportunity. Matter of fact, you know who the basketball coach is at JSU? Mo Williams. Mo Williams.
Yep.
Exactly kind of shit I'm talking about. Like guys who don't have the resume, but got the name that can grab the talent, that then can build their resume.
Right.
Because guess what? I as much as I would love for it to be a thing where HBCUs are going out playing Alabama and all that good stuff. HBCUs are always going to be a stepping stone to one of these Power 5 conference schools. And we know that for a fact. Say what you're going to say.
God dang it. That point right there.
Go ahead.
That point that you just said right there, you just put it so eloquently, you just did it how you just did it when you did it. That point right there. That is what hurt people, because that is the words that was coming. So if HBCUs are going to change, well, you said they're not. You just said that it's never going to change. But the words that Coach Prime was using is that it is going to change, and you are going to start seeing players drafted. And
nobody said you can't be drafted.
HBCU. No, but I'm here and I'm going to make that change. That's kind of how the message was. How are you going to help make that change if you're no longer there? That's why I think it was the timing for me. Like if it had been maybe year 5,
what up, though?
If it had been year 5, I'd probably like, yeah, Deion, you like served your time. You know what I'm saying? But 3 years, there's to me, there's just something that happened. There's something else that happened, like the 5, your car getting stolen in 5 times. How about this? I think there's another thing. Me and one of my homies was talking, like, was they not making more money? JSU.
Yeah, they were.
You was making more money. Why Deion? Why you didn't tell Deion that you're gonna start splitting profit or splitting sales?
And they never did.
And they never did.
Right.
So and then the facilities and stuff, was stuff getting updated without Deion pushing it? Were y'all proactively trying to update things?
No.
With that with the more money, or did you increase your salaries? So I think there's something else behind the scenes that caused this. So in the end, I know I'm gonna be like Coach Prime, like I know you had to do your thing, like you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, it's okay for me to be hurt just because I went on his every word because it's Deion. You know what I'm saying? The same persona and everything. Like that's why I listen to him like that. He's gonna be different, kind of like how people felt about Trump probably. Like, oh yeah. I do the same thing that they do with their taxes, being up front in their face, thinking that he's gonna be a different person.
Why we had to bring the T word?
I don't know. My fault. I shouldn't have went that far.
Jesus Christ, bro. What the
my fault came with me like I said a curse word.
Nigga, yes. Because you did. This nigga out here cursing that nigga. Yo, P-Dot, what's good with you, dog? Huh? Let's get a little bit of these comments in here, man.
Yeah, because we was going there.
Neither of you guys are going to acknowledge the pro day camps. Yeah, absolutely. Reg, yeah. Deion also established a pro day camp for the HBCUs so that some of these NFL scouts can come out and evaluate and scout these talents.
Dope. I think there's others. I mean,
and that ain't finished. That ain't just gonna stop now. So, like, bro, we talk about impact. He made a huge impact in 3 years. In 3 years, dog.
I know, but didn't you just say that the reason why people tripping and the reason why people doing X, Y, and Z is because Deion is one of the greatest players ever, and he has one of the biggest personalities and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very, it's very high in the realm of possibility that when Coach Prime leaves, a lot of those deals and a lot of those other things leave, unless Deion is going to still work behind the scenes and get things and like work behind the scenes to make things are still going for HBCUs and everything. But depending on that is how the relationship was and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because if things like, I think it had to be something like, I think it had to be something big to me for him to want to leave like the way that he left. You know, so unless Deion is going to continue to work behind the scenes, I don't see how it's going to like maybe the next 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be surprised, especially how it's a historically black college and university that over time you start seeing it back on ESPN, whatever, and then it starts trickling off, and then over time it doesn't have the same impact that it once did, because they're kind of looking for ways and looking for different instances to belittle our community. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So
of course that's always going to be the case, but at the end of the day, man, we got to go ahead and start moving on from this.
No, for sure. I love this conversation though, bro.
Of course, but like Deion, I feel like did so much in a 3-year span for a division of football. A division, not a team, a division of football. And to me, I understand Jackson State fans, players, faculty. I understand them being upset about him leaving. But what they need to do is step back and be thankful. Be thankful.
They need for. I know they hurt.
Yeah, no, and look, and I'm never gonna tell them. I'm never gonna tell them that they hurt is wrong, because that ain't my place to say. Yeah. But hey man, just
but I know we gotta go.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro, let it go.
No,
let it go.
One last thing, bro.
God,
when that one coach said you ain't swag, and Deion said if I ain't swag, then whatever. Ain't that statement true now?
No, I'm gonna tell you why that ain't true. And that bum ass nigga that said that stupid ass shit, I'm gonna tell you right now why that nigga ain't. Why? Because bro, what the fuck have you done for the SWACs in your whole tenure of being there? Touché. And what did Deion do in a 3-year span for the SWAC? Touché. But you talking about I'm SWAC, bitch. That raggedy ass SWAC that you was running, that you thought you was operating, Deion came in, did 18 million times better things for that whole division than you ever will do. Period. So don't talk about who SWAC, nigga. I make the biggest impact is the one that's going.
My thing is though, like at the same time, they do have a point in the fact of, I mean, if you came into somewhere and you helped it and you helped make it bigger or whatever like that, like you only did that. Eddie Robinson Jr. is a bump.
Yeah.
But my whack ass. You know what? Forget about it. Because I'm just gonna keep going, because that just sparked something else. And yeah, let's just go, bro. But hey, hey, homies, I don't got no problem with Deion doing what he's doing. I want him to be successful at Colorado. Just a little bit hurt. That's all I'm saying. I was just a little bit hurt.
Yeah. I get it, man. I understand the hurt, but I just think it's a little misguided. All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's get to no. Whoa. Hold on, bro, because we ain't even do this yet.
Oh, my bad.
It's about that time. Because it's time.
What's the time
for barbershop talk?
What?
Baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man, huh?
You
take a damn week off on some of my voice is like, I don't know how to do this shit no more. Choppier than a sumbitch, you know.
Shays, they are pests. They knew he was leaving.
Yeah. You know what it is, man. You know Peach gonna talk his shit. You know the vibes. The V-base, man. But let's go and get to this wheel, man, because it's a lot of stuff to talk about. We still gonna get to that grinder situation, but hopefully we get to it in the spin and not have the ninja take it.
No, yeah, we'll ninja take it.
All right,
even if it doesn't. I did that with Who You Got last week.
I had to make it work.
I had to. What is NCAA?
NCAA. Okay. What my college football thing that you got, man? You would think I would know where all my stuff is at this point, but I don't. All right, what we got, bro?
I'm actually surprised, bro. I put this mug in here every week, and I've never picked it out. I've been trying to talk about this the whole time, and we're finally here.
All right, so what is
Heisman watch?
Heisman watch.
I've been trying to talk about Heisman this whole time. I should have ninja take that job.
Yeah, you should have been.
I should have been ninja take it, bro.
This man said I done went through this shit 4 weeks in a row, and I still ain't got to this bitch.
Bro, 4 weeks, bro. I'm talking about September or like October, bro. All right, so who do you think wins the Heisman this year?
So initially, I was like, okay, CJ Stroud, he got that bid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling they about to do the most reckless shit ever, though, dog. I have a feeling they about to get that bitch to Max Dugan over at TCU, bro.
For real?
Bro, I kid you not, dog. I promise you, dog. I don't know why I have that feeling, bro. But in my gut, that gut feeling is telling me Max Dugan.
I mean,
I don't want to be right, but I'm just saying that's how I'm feeling.
So I mean, this whole year I had Hendon Hooker, and then they lost and whatever, blah blah blah. Then I was looking at CJ. Then I started looking at Caleb. Even though they lost, I think Caleb got it.
I mean, same could be said about Max Dugan because they lost too, but
I don't. I mean, to me, Max ain't got the full package, and I mean, I think he probably got the stats to compare.
Yeah, that's all. All it takes is the stats and the wins, bro.
Not for sure, but sometimes I feel like if the player is a remarkable talent, that's like an added feature. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's something that you never seen, like Lamar Jackson.
Well, yeah, I mean, Lamar was a whole
different
beast than either one of these two quarterbacks.
Devontae Smith. Yeah. I mean, you've seen a lot of receivers, but the boy was just, it's very rare for you to see somebody ball like that, like every game. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you win it at receiver. You know?
So you're saying Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams, I don't know. I just kind of feel like he has a full package. You know, he can stretch it. Pause. Major pause. Wow.
Woo! No Ric Flair, man.
no claps.
No claps. You know, I feel like if we would have stumbled across this topic a couple of weeks ago, like it would have been a little bit more debatable. Like I don't disagree with the Caleb Williams one at all. I'm just telling you what my gut is telling me right now.
Because and the thing with when them losing, it wasn't because of Caleb. You know what I mean?
No, he was balling.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I started watching some of them late season USC games, and I'm like, oh no, this boy a baller.
Yeah, he balling.
He a baller right now. So I feel like
Lincoln Riley, bro. Hey, Lincoln Riley, a good coach.
Good. Lincoln Riley is a great coach. He's doing this in year one with USC, who was just trash for the longest period of time.
But I'm just saying, like every year he got a quarterback, bro. I mean, that's recruiting, but
it's
hard to do, though.
But that's why I'm saying, like, look what he's doing year one with a team that was not good for like the past 7 years,
right?
Like he came in 1 year and got them to right here. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was literally right there.
Like, bro, like so, like
I'd rather see USC in there than TCU. TCU is about to get destroyed. Let's not talk about it.
Look,
that's another possible spin.
Yeah. And see, Marco said Dugan as well. You know what I'm saying?
What up with the boy? Huh? Big homie Marco.
What up, though? Huh?
I gotta get you for the big homie phone call one day, bro. You gotta answer the phone.
That's a fact. We
got to talk to the Steelers fan. He gonna be talking, bro.
Oh man,
Marcos be talking, dog. Marcos be talking.
All right, man. Let's get to this wheel, dog.
All right, man. All right. Top tens, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's about to get.
Oh damn it. I don't even have a top 10 thing, but still. Or do I? Did I make one? No, I didn't. I made an LOL one. Never mind. Just kidding. Yeah, no, we got it. Anywho, top tens. What is our top tens for the situation, brother?
Actually, I didn't put that mug on the agenda, Brody.
Oh man. Well, what is it?
Top 10 NBA players right now.
Oh shit, no, I ain't got that.
Let's just shoot it. Let's shoot
no,
from
no,
the hip.
no, hold on.
hip.
Let's just do it this way then.
Let's shoot from the hip.
Let's just do the Rankings de la Fuego then.
Let's do it.
Let's do the Rankings de la Fuego. So the Rankings de la Fuego, for those who don't know, that is our top 5 teams in the NBA at the moment. Because I definitely ain't got that other list, and I'm be honest with you, I ain't always switched over to NBA mode yet to give y'all a legit 10 players. I can give you teams, but not players yet. All right, you want to start? I'm gonna start. I'll go.
You want to start? All right, yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind going.
I'll start at number 5.
All right.
And number 5 right now, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Currently 16-9. They won the last game they played. Not on a long winning streak at the moment, but
honestly,
one of the best records in the league currently.
I love that pick, bro, because Donovan Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Knicks fan and I want him to be there, but going to Cleveland was probably the best thing that happened for him because he got a squad.
Yeah, even with getting rid of some players, like they got a squad. Number 4, I have the Pelicans. Pelicans are currently 16-8, and they have won the last 5 straight games. They hot right now. You know what I mean? So hey, if you're gonna be hot, I got to put you in the list. You know what I mean? Number 3, I got the Grizzlies, 16-9, won the last 4 games. They also hot right now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to reward the Grizz. Obviously, we know what y'all gonna do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We know what y'all gonna do. Number 2, I got.
What'd you say?
This guy. Number 2, I got the Milwaukee Bucks, 18-6, winner of the last 3 games. Giannis and the boys, they play very consistent basketball. Got to appreciate that. And at number 1, I got the Boston Celtics, dog. They 12-5, bro. Winner of the last 3 straight.
21-5.
21-5 is what I meant to say. Dyslexia. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that's my top 5. Cavs, Pelicans. I'm sorry, I'll go from 1 to 5 here. Celtics, Bucks, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Cavs. Top 5. You did.
I really like that list.
What you got, bro?
At number 5, I got the Brooklyn Nets on this one. I'm just joking. At number 5,
Knicks, and Knicks.
And more Knicks. That's my boy, Marco.
Don't do that to yourself.
At number 5, I got the Phoenix Suns.
Not the Cowboys.
Who was that?
Robert.
How about them Cowboys? Hey, Penny. That's Penny. That's Penny, bro. Penny, get out of here, bro.
Hey, man. Don't come over here talking about.
Don't come over here talking about them goddamn Cowboys. Hey, even though y'all boys been fired lately, though.
Man, whatever.
Hey, you boy.
Whatever.
Put the smacking on them.
Whatever.
Hey,
we played them in a couple weeks, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll be at that game. You coming?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Yeah, we gonna be at that bit, you know, and I need one of the Miracle Jaguar wins. That
bro, I need that last drive Trevor Lawrence throw, but I kind of want to sit Trevor Lawrence down for the rest of the year, but that's another talk. At number 5, Phoenix Suns.
Mm-hmm.
The Phoenix Suns.
Okay, they were right outside my top 5.
Yeah, Phoenix Suns at 5. I got. I'm gonna put the Cavs at 4. I'm gonna put.
Yeah, it's tough, huh? It's tough. Tough out here in these streets.
All right, I got the.
Ooh, he was about to say a different name than I thought he was about to say.
I got the Bucks at 3.
Ooh.
I got the Grizzlies at 2. No, I can't do that.
Why?
I'm gonna put the Pelicans at 2. I'm gonna leave the Grizzlies out. And I'm gonna put the Celtics at number 1. So Celtics, Bucks, Pelicans, Suns, Cavaliers. The reason I got the Grizzlies out is just kind of sometimes I don't know if they right there, but it's just that Ja. He can't stay healthy. He's my boy. I love him.
Yeah.
But he can't stay healthy. So because these are we are doing power rankings for right now. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm keeping it. Keeping it.
It's your rankings at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I mean, if people gonna roast you for it, then they're gonna roast you for it.
100%. I've been roasted on a lot of. I'm used to the roasting, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's why I got a good tan. You feel me?
Chestnuts roasting on
an open fire. Frostbite.
Anyway, niggas ain't no damn say what karaoke in this bitch.
Nat King Cole in this bitch. Rest in peace, King.
All right, man. Hold on. You got a lighter?
Yep.
Oh, that does work. All right, go ahead and hit that wheel, bro.
There you go. What I say? Fantasy. What's your fantasy?
Yeah.
Give it to me now. I wanna. Okay.
I'm over here looking like shades. Nigga, am I ever gonna put this shit up?
No, that's another critique. I ain't putting out a near one of them joints. Not near one, bro. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Not a near nutter. All right. Fantasy, yo. George Kittle. So start him or sit him. Who you got? Who you taking this week? Huh? Tight ends. Huh? Ugh.
Yeah, you said it's George Kittle and who?
Yeah.
George Kittle and who?
I don't know if I like
George Kittle and who?
No, I'm about to change.
No. George Kittle and who?
No, I'm about to change the second person. George Kittle versus the Bucks or Mark Andrews. Let me see who we playing again.
This man. Okay, so the original one was George Kittle versus
Travis Kelce.
Like that's even a question.
Yeah. No. We can't do that, bro. Andrews. Or Mark
The
Andrews.
homie Red said, I used to wish I could sing. Now I wish y'all could. Hold on, bro. First of all, Red,
hey,
don't let me start breaking out these vocals out.
Hey.
Can
I get my auto tune real quick?
I don't need that.
SC hit the auto. I need it. I'm just talking. I ain't talking about you. You can sing. But I need auto tune.
Shawty, hit it. Oh yeah, you definitely need.
I told you, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I can do. I got the hand though. I got the hand though. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but George Kittle versus the Bucks or Mark Andrews versus versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Versus Steelers. Shay, my bad, but I thought you were just about to eat crab cheese for a second and had to say something. My bad, y'all.
I mean, that's still, to me, that's not even a toss up. It's Mark Andrews at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Deej talking about right now.
Yeah.
What up, Deej? What's popping with you, dog?
You on some shrooms, man?
Hey, stop playing about me and that homie Deej went to the gym last Saturday, bro. You know, it was got a good chest workout in.
You did.
And then, I put my boy through the Bobby Lashley. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How'd he do?
Deej did well, man. Deej was out there crushing that shit. I was out here struggling my ass off. Shit, man.
Deej stay in good shape though.
Hey.
Pause.
Hey, fuck that, dog. My dog stay in good shape.
I mean, you just saying good shape, my G.
You know what I'm saying? He's a good shape ass dude, you know.
So now who you going with?
Oh,
George Kittle versus the Bucks
Andrews
versus the
Andrews
versus Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Andrews
they got backup quarterback.
But
they both got backup quarterbacks.
Andrews.
You going Andrews?
Andrews.
That boy Brock Purdy.
Purdy.
Purdy close to Jimmy G.
Nah, like my answer don't change, even if it is Lamar Jackson 2.0 or 1.3 back there quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
1.37587.
Yeah. Who you got?
I'm going with Kittle.
Okay.
Kyle Shanahan.
I get it.
I like Kyle Shanahan running the offense versus what they doing over there at the Ravens. Because Roman need to get fired. Bye.
Spin that wheel, bro.
Good timing. We got. All right, analyze the analysts. So I ain't even got to go into it because I know what it was.
Real quick, make sure we analyze this real quick.
So actually, it's none of them that's up there. It was actually KG and Paul Pierce talking on KG's podcast, and KG being Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce said that Jason Tatum has surpassed KD, and just wanted to know, do you agree? Do you think that?
Are we talking currently?
Currently, like right now. He's saying right now, Jason Tatum is better than KD.
Right now, I give it to Jason Tatum. I know that's gonna be, you can't believe you did that, but I'm gonna give it right now. I'll give it to Jason Tatum.
My answer is weird
because, like, don't get me wrong, KD still goes out there and he does KD like things, but if I'm gonna build a team right now, and going forward, then I have to take Jason Tatum.
Yeah. Now, if you're gonna, that's a different question.
I know it is, but I still, you know how I rock for Jason Tatum anyway.
Oh, 100%. You know, that's why. That's another reation why I was like, oh, I know SC's gonna eat this up.
Yeah. No. I mean, bro,
that's your homie. I mean, you've been holding it down for 2 years, man.
Yeah.
So
and he keep growing
for sure. Like you said, and like I agreed that he would do 100%. I'm not shocked at where he's at right now.
All right.
What I will say is Jason Tatum is better than KD when he plays KD, but I think KD is better than Jason Tatum when he's playing the rest of the NBA. I don't know what the heck happened in that freaking Olympic jump or what's going on, but Jason Tatum was playing KD and figured him out. Something happened because KD plays differently against Jason Tatum against other. And if you wanted to see what I'm talking about, look at the playoffs last year. KD was shook.
Yeah, he was.
Like, I ain't seen KD ever play like that. And KD's used to shooting jumpers in people's faces. Like, KD ain't usually ever off like that. And Jason Tatum was in his grill. Ever since that, well, because I mean, I didn't really see that happening last year during the season. It wasn't like that. Like, you know, they definitely played defense on him and everything, but it wasn't like how it was in the playoffs. But ever since that playoffs, and then how I seen it this year, the Celtics got KD shook. Like, I think it's up here when he played the Celtics, and it starts with Jason Tatum. Yeah. So, my thing is, the reason why I can't just go like that, because, like, I don't know, I'm one of the minorities that I'm still holding on to this little thing because Jason Tatum is at that level, but I kind of feel like I like Jaylen Brown better than Tatum, in my opinion. I kind of feel like he's the glue that holds that thing together. Yeah, Jason Tatum has like his superstar thing, but we've seen it in the playoffs when the rubber meets the road and the pressure's on. We've seen who's the most consistent person. So I kind of feel like Jaylen Brown. But am I going to say, is Jaylen Brown better than KD? No. But so my answer is a little weird. I think Jason Tatum is better than KD when they play each other, but when KD plays the rest of the NBA, I think he's a better player overall. 7 foot 3-point sniper.
But see, this my thing with that. This my thing with that though. If separately from each other, yeah, you might have KD a little bit higher than him, right?
Yeah.
But then when they play each other, we talking head to head of the people that we actually talking about in this scenario.
There's a significant difference.
That says a lot.
There's a bigger gap.
That says a lot to me, though.
So I agree with you on that. There's a bigger gap between KD's level playing other people versus Jason Tatum's level versus when they play each other. It kind of feels like Jason Tatum's been sunning KD. And as far as like defense, like, nigga, I'm here, bro. Like I'm not going for none of that.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, for KD, that shouldn't matter because you shoot in people's face like all the time. Why is it that when this man's hand is in front of your eye,
all of a sudden you can't see
no more? You can't shoot no more. When you played against LeBron, maybe you see something in Jason Tatum. I think maybe he sees something in Jason Tatum that what you see. Mm-hmm. Like he see that. Like he possibly could be one of the best ever type thing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk for KD, but like
I mean, we don't gotta talk. We seeing what we see. He gonna say, of course, he gonna say something different because you talking about how he played, and then he gonna get defensive and say, "Oh, do y'all even hoop?" And you know what I'm saying. But I mean, eyeballs is eyeballs.
Hey, one thing I wanted to give KD credit for before we get on to the next topic is at least my dog don't have to hide behind no damn burner account no more. My dog will say whatever he want on his Twitter account now. I appreciate that because I thought that was some real sensitive ass, soft ass shit that you had a burner account out here just flaming off.
I mean, I can understand because he didn't want to go through the backlash. I can understand if you have a burner account, but I think it's even cooler if they know you got a burner account and you still use it.
Right. All right, man. What's up? What's up next, yo?
I think we got about 2 more spins, right?
Yeah.
What time?
Shit, we got about 2 or 3.
Okay.
2, 3, 4. What's that?
NFL.
All right.
Let's go. Because it was on analyzing analysts, and I made it. I only had one.
True.
I didn't use the
oh, you didn't use the sticky side. Oh, my dog learning.
You feel me?
Boy said, "Hey, I'm proud of you, brother."
I get better with time. I got some answers.
Yeah.
Jaguars waive Darrell Henderson Jr.
Wasn't it just 2 podcasts ago? We was like, "Hey, yo, we got this nigga. You know what I mean? We gonna have that him and Travis back there. You know what I'm saying? You know, bro, that nigga didn't last 3 weeks.
What the heck,
bro?
I thought he was good. Something gotta be something that we ain't seen.
I don't understand what the hell just happened.
What?
Like he was just playing before he got released.
Bro, oh. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be real mad. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real upset if this fool goes to the Eagles and he balls.
First of all, I don't think the Eagles is a good team for him to fall on.
I was just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a contender.
Well, yeah, okay.
I'm not saying
a contender.
I'm just saying
a contender because the Eagles got like 16 running backs that they use all of them.
But they don't have a thumper. You know what I'm saying?
They use all of them though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think even if they added a thumper, like he would be like.
All right, what about Buffalo? Buffalo need a thumper.
Yeah, they got skitty boys.
Yeah.
James Cook, Small. Singletary is all right.
He ain't no thumper. He a finesse runner. He a finesse runner.
I ain't say he was a thumper. I said he all right.
But I'm just saying you need that thunderback. That's what Zach Moss was supposed to be, but
he got hurt, right?
No, he's a fumble. He fumbleitis.
Oh man, not the fumbleitis.
Yeah, he fumbles at least once every 2 games. Like that's probably no exaggeration.
All right. What's this? Oh, I can't even see what the. Oh, what's up, babe? Huh?
Queen B. You. All
right. What we talking about?
We was talking about.
Yo, look, bro. I had to out that bit because, like.
Oh yeah, it's starting to hit.
You know what it is? It was the damn cookie. Hey, man, don't
take a cookie from Shay's.
Don't take a cookie from this nigga, bro. You know, that shit what they say about edibles is so real, dog. When they were like, man, that shit ain't even hit me. 30 minutes later.
45 minutes.
You know, hold on, wait. It'd be more like this.
1 eternity later.
And then nigga be like this, you know, sleep. Anywho, man.
Anywho, now it's time to talk about Britney.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
talk about Brit.
Let's jump into it, yo. Only because it's already causing a divide that I just knew was going to fucking happen, dog.
I'm surprised. Like, I don't. What's the divide?
The divide is because Brittany is the one coming home as opposed to the ex-Marine who had the dishonorable discharge. Why is my voice doing that? Excuse me, y'all. My apologies. But so it's Britney Griner over the ex-Marine who was dishonorably discharged. Well, we ain't gonna go there. And so they're like, why would you bring her home and not him home first? And my question to anybody that says that is that aren't we all Americans? So now you're going to say one American's life is valued higher than the other one, just be that, like, that doesn't make much sense to me. Like life is life, yo. Life is life. And I just hate that it, like, instead of it being a celebration for her, it was instantly turned into all different other things. Not only was it the ex-Marine, but then there was like the trade was stupid because we gave them the Merchant of Death or whatever the hell the guy's
arms
name is. Yeah, well, his nickname is the Merchant of Death.
Oh, word.
And all that shit. And I'm like, okay, fine. At the end of the day, Russia's a piece of shit. Like that's first of all, I'll say that myself. Russia's a piece of shit, and they're gonna if you want to have any kind of wiggle room with them, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be some dirt on your hands. And the trade that they've had to make, yeah, that guy was in jail for over 15 years, I believe. He only had 7 years left on his sentence, and they did the trade. Like, it was some kind of negotiation was going to have to happen. Now you're going to say, so you trade a guy who is like a arms dealer and a Merchant of Death for a WNBA player? Seen a lot of that shit, and I'm like, bruh, like, is how insensitive people are in the moment, within the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's same day. News is breaking, and people already trying to find the most negative spin on something that should be celebrated, man. At least we got one. Yeah, we have another person over there. We have to get him home also. But getting the first one home is a big step. You see what I'm saying?
No, I completely understand what you're. Yeah,
I
completely understand your standpoint.
That shit really frustrated the ever loving fuck out of me.
I mean, I heard the thing about the Marine. My father's a Marine, so I have a different feeling about it. I don't have nothing against Britney.
Hold on.
Like,
hold on.
I think that I don't understand that at all. Like, why would you say anything negative?
Hold on. I gotta click on this. I gotta click on this right here. Red just
Red, you're a fool, bro. Do your thing, homie.
Hey man, do your thing, Playboy.
Hey, look up that stop using the V and look up that purple pink horsepower by Cameron. It's a drink. It ain't a pill, it's just a drink, bro. It's pink horsepower by Cameron. Look it up.
My dog said she finna get these nuts. Hey man, Red, do your thing, bro. We'll holler at you next week, yo. My apologies for interrupting, but that was too fucking funny for me not to click
hilarious.
on it now.
That's hilarious.
Because I couldn't control my laugh anyway. So go ahead, do your continue.
Well, first of all, I want to say that I don't have nothing wrong with Britney being the one that came over or the one that was transferred in the trade. I don't have any feelings about that. I can say that I can so again, I kind of think people are going too far if you're saying, like, why would you bring this person back whenever? What if it was you over there? Like, if you got anything negative to say about somebody coming home, what if it was you over there? That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a Marine, you went through training, you went through special training. They kind of gear you and build you up for these type of things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for me, it's like, for me, if you're a Marine, you're built on war. You're built for being a prisoner of war and stuff like that. Like Britney, she got put in jail for a marijuana pen.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all these people that saying whatever, were you sending notes to the Senate and the president and getting lawyers and everything for this Marine? This our first time hearing about this guy. Why hasn't the media, why hasn't people been talking about him before? Why is this the first time that we're hearing about this? And then why is it taking us so long to hear about this guy? How many other prisoners do we have that's in other countries that's held captive? Because if that's the case, then we need to work on something to bring. How about we get the full list and we work a deal out to try to get every single one of them home?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't hear nobody trying to go to the news media and blasting 20 like non-stop like Britney's wife did and her lawyer and how they got in touch with ESPN. And of course, she's a WNBA player and a celebrity or whatever like that. But I mean, if it's such a backlash, we need to find out. Don't just like, that's hypocritical to me. Like, where's your energy at? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's such a backlash, then we need to find out all the names to all the people that are prisoner in arms, and we need to work out a deal to try to get them back. Because ain't nobody say nothing before. Mm-hmm. Nobody said nothing before. And my father was a Marine. My homie right there. My boy Marcos was a Marine. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He served his country. You know what I'm saying? So he was at a wedding and got arrested for espionage. Mm-hmm.
The guy who's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just
like, but that's my thing.
I just wish that instead of people making it about another guy that's over there or who we traded for, I just wish they would have just celebrated the fact that we got one of our Americans home before, because it felt like the news dropped and then it was all find the negative twist.
Right,
like that shit. So like, y'all motherfuckers don't get tired of just being
negative,
of being angry and negative 24/7.
Yeah, it's too toxic, bro.
Like,
I think they doing that junk on purpose, bro. Like, you got to be doing that junk on purpose to like make the country angry and make people more negative if they're just hearing negative Marcos, I feel that, bro. That's what I'm saying. But if you going, my thing is that can't be the only army or only military person that Russia has. That can't be the only spy that they have. Why is y'all just bringing up this Marine?
Right. And I'm gonna look this up, Marcos, because like I need to look it up myself and see what these numbers are actually looking like. But regardless,
in China, like, bro, this could be a whole nother topic I never even thought about.
At the end of the day, I want to get every American home, and I'm not going to sit here and nitpick which one I want to get home first. Whichever one gets home. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, at the end of the day, bro, like that's
we should be happy. We should be happy that they're home. It's kind of like the Deion thing. You should be happy that he brought business there, not like, you know what I'm saying? But like, we should be celebrating somebody coming home, not saying, oh, this person deserves it over this person. Because put yourself in those shoes.
Imagine you come home. Imagine you get home, right? You finally get back to a sense of your normal life, which probably consists of Twitter, right? Especially at her age, right? Roll with me here. Uh-huh. You get home, you finally get back to a sense of your life, and then you go on. I can finally log into my Twitter. I go on my Twitter and I see nothing but, why in the hell would they get her over this guy? That's exactly the kind of message that is going to be getting put into this person's face off rip. And it ain't even got to be Twitter because it was on the news.
I didn't even think about that, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't even think about how she feels as an American.
Like, how's she feeling? She feeling like a whole bunch of motherfuckers in this damn country don't fuck with her. Period.
And then they try to
wish that she was still over there and brought somebody else home.
What?
Like that, but like, you should want the other person to come home too. Yes, but why are you making it a negative like that, bro? That shit had me hot yesterday. Hot, bro.
A nation divided.
I'm gonna clip this and put that bitch on motherfucking Instagram and Twitter and shit. Y'all motherfuckers gonna receive this shit too. Shit.
For real, bro. We need to clip that, dog, because y'all haters. If you have something to say like that, you got hate in your heart, bro.
Hate in your heart, yo. All right, man. Let's get one more spin in before we get this homie call. We got to lighten the mood, man, because like the boys started getting hot over here. You feel me? Unless you have more to say about my apologies.
No, I'm good.
All right, let's get this spin in, dog.
No, actually, another ninja take.
Okay, another ninja take.
Who you got? Because last week I went 3-1.
Oh, you did?
I picked 49ers, I picked Eagles, I picked Vikings, and I picked the Chiefs. But the
Okay.
Bengals won.
Okay, who you got?
Who you got? Game 1. Huh? Jets at Bills. Jets at Buffalo. New York Jets at Buffalo Bills. Interstate game.
Yeah, I'm giving that to the Bills.
The Bills getting this one?
Yeah.
Mike White came back down to earth.
Don't necessarily know how down to earth he came, but I'm gonna say I will give
because he did get another 300.
I will give the Jets this though. Von Miller be going out is a
big.
That's a huge loss
because that's how they really lost that last one because he hit and caused a fumble.
Yeah, all right, so the homie Marcos, just before we jump right into that, he definitely said, okay, let's talk about the Griner remarks on I Hate America. I would have never stand for the national anthem all before this happened. Yeah, I mean, okay, so this is one of these conversations that is a little bit deeper than I like to go on the pod. But being black in America is tough, yo. And we talk about the anthem and the shit, man. We were talking about that since Kaepernick back in the day. We know what the hell the reasoning behind why people was kneeling. We know what the reasoning behind that was. You can go to the news every fucking week and it felt like it was another black person unarmed being killed by police and all that shit. And we was pretty much sick of that shit. At the end of the day, it's a black people, some black people on this earth, in this country, we have a love-hate relationship for the country. It's not like, we no matter, regardless of how we feel about it, we're still an American. Like that just is what it is. But you can have a love-hate relationship with the country, and that's all I would say about that. I don't really want to go any much deeper than that, but like,
I mean, for me, it's like, didn't the response of her getting come back over here kind of prove why she said that? You know what I'm saying? Like, as an American, I love my country.
Yeah,
because I think overall,
I love my country, but
I think overall, America is one of the greatest countries in the world.
Absolutely, I agree.
They're a gold standard for what a lot of countries strive to be, which means we still got room to grow.
Yep.
But America acts like our junk don't stink. And it does a lot. And people get tired of that. So I can understand it if an American is seeing some of the things that we've seen, if they don't agree. And there's a lot of Americans that feel that way. You know why? Because they move out of the country. There's a lot of Americans that stay in different countries because they don't like the energy. And they say the energy is different when they come here. Why? Because of what the media puts in there and how people.
This country is ran exactly how it is meant to run.
Yeah, everything is the way it's supposed to be.
That's how it is.
And that's why she said what she said, because of that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I agree with it.
Right.
But I can't say that I don't understand it.
Right. That's where
that's
I'm
being real.
That's what I'm not saying I agree with it, but I
don't agree with what she said.
I understand how we get to that point.
I understand how you get to that point because it jump into a lot, yo.
Shit, 2018, 19, 2020, that shit was so fucking tiring, bro. That shit was, even before then, like 2015 through 2020 was so tiring, dog. You know what I mean? Like I was fucking exhausted by seeing this constantly, like almost to the point that they put it in the news so much that they wanted to be desensitized to it. I'm stopping talking this shit. Let's get back into. Let's get back to the sports.
That's bringing up some old feelings. Okay. So before we get into the homie phone call, Jets, Bills. You said Bills.
Got the Bills on this one, dog. Even though Von Miller being out is a huge loss.
I'm gonna roll with the Jets.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna roll with the Jets. I think they got the recipe. You ain't gonna stop Stephon Diggs, but you're gonna contain him a little bit with sauce. I don't think he can be contained, but you can contain him a little bit. You're gonna be but Josh Allen is very, very cocky and confident. He gonna try him. But they got Gabe Davis. They got Isaiah McKenzie.
Mm-hmm.
James Cook is starting to take form.
Yep.
They're starting to commit to the run.
Yep.
Even though I think they need another running back, but that's a discussion for another day. Their defense is coming back healthy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Bills defense is coming back healthy. But my thing is on the Jet side, I think they have, and if they stick to this game, okay, so Jets win if they stick to the run game. If they can stick to the run game and score points, I think that they can win this game because they have a good defense. They're going to cause.
They have a great defense.
They're going to cause Josh Allen to make a mistake in this game. Josh Allen, for some reason, when he plays divisional games, he be making mistakes.
Hey, all you got to do is let him get to the red zone. He'll make a mistake, bro. That man has been leading the league in red zone turnovers for the past 2 seasons.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I think this is the perfect game for that late third, fourth quarter interception. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they got to stick to the run game. I know they've been passing that mug with Mike, and that's cool. But you got to commit. You got Zonovan Knight. Hey, y'all watch out for that boy, undrafted boy.
Yeah.
That boy is a monster. And then they got James Robinson, and they got Ty Johnson. The dudes, he been running crazy. They got 3 solid running backs. Oh, and Michael Carter. I'm forgetting about Michael Carter.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they need to stick with the run game, stick with the short pass, then take it deep with Garrett. But, hey, if Garrett Wilson's going to catch the ball and
Garrett Wilson, first of all, as soon as you see that Zach Wilson isn't in the game, like it's happened several times this year.
Joe Flacco.
When Joe Flacco was in the game, Garrett Wilson was balling. Zach Wilson comes back. They put in Mike White, and all of a sudden this man balling again.
20-point plus. I got that boy starting in fantasy.
I said give Zach Wilson a shot because I think everybody deserves a shot, especially if you drafted as early as he was drafted.
Yeah.
But that
another Trubisky
is buns.
Another Trubisky.
Big buns.
And just like PG was saying it, I was saying the same thing. I was agreeing with the homie. Justin Fields was the second best quarterback in that draft.
I was very surprised with the Zach Wilson pick, man.
You were surprised that they picked him?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like we all were.
Justin Fields or Mac Jones better than him. I would have probably picked Trey Lance over the homie.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have probably picked Trey over Zach, bro. He bigger, stronger arm. He's more mobile. He has less experience, but Zach looked like he got less experience too.
Right.
But yeah. Okay, so that's first game. So hold on. Let me keep track.
Okay.
ST, you got the Bills.
Yep, you got the Jets. I like this.
Got the Jets.
I like the Jets, by the way, but I
understand why you picking them. I understand why you're doing that.
We getting into late season form for these Bills, man.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
All right. I know this one might seem actually no, this gonna be pretty okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Buccaneers at San Francisco 49ers. In San Fran. You got Brock Purdy.
I hate this one so bad because like I honestly just want to pick against the Bucs, but I will say this. That boy Brady look like he coming back with the vengeance on y'all bitch asses. Yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna go with the Bucs because now it look like Brady getting into late season form. Literally off of one drive. I don't care. I saw what I needed to see. I saw it. Look, I know when I see something from Brady, it's real.
You think he's going to? Well, they definitely lead in the division. Their division, sorry,
that division is trash, boy.
I thought our division was trash,
bro. The NFC and AFC are both trash.
Yeah, our division is trash.
South division.
Oh, hold on.
Marco said he got the Bucs.
All right, I'm gonna put you on there, Marco. Marco's got the Bucs.
But he got the Bucs, man.
Dang, we're going different this week. I'm going with the 49ers. Because Brock Purdy looked pretty close to Jimmy G. That boy Jimmy G been balling this year, boy. Hey, my boy over here, we've been having this debate for a long time, and Jimmy G was looking pretty good on the winning streak.
And then what happened?
Until he got hurt.
He got what?
What? Hey, you can't say nothing about another man's knee coming into your ankle and dislocating your ankle.
He got what though?
What that got to do with him?
He got what though?
The first injury, the knee was his fault.
He got what though? Hurt? He got hurt?
Somebody broke his ankle, bruh.
Look, man.
Ain't nothing he can do about that. Are we blaming Joe Burrow because he got his knee blown out? No.
Did he get hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's all I need to hear.
What that mean? But you said Jimmy G was buns.
He is buns.
What you mean?
Buns.
They went on a straight. They're about to go into the playoffs. Were they going?
He was buns when they was going to the playoffs the last time he took their ass to the playoffs.
What you mean? They went to the Super Bowl
and he was buns.
He was one pass away from winning,
and he was buns,
bruh.
Nigga acting like you can't get to the Super Bowl with a not so great quarterback,
bruh. Okay, if he was buns, I don't think the whole team would be rallying around him and be so happy when he get the if you buns, your tight end, your starting running back, and your receiver ain't going to the basketball game with you. Like his teammates hang out with you. There's a reason why they're hanging out with him because he's that dude.
He can be buns and cool, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
No.
What is you talking about?
Bro, if you buns on the field, your team ain't going out with you.
Bro, he pretty boy. You got the pretty boy to come with him.
He's pretty boy and he wins.
Nigga,
that's
the team wins.
With him at quarterback.
Bro, you ain't finna sit here and try to convince me that Jimmy G is some kind of good quarterback.
I ain't saying he great. But Jimmy G's a good quarterback, bro. All right, whatever. You gonna turn one day.
When?
You gonna turn?
I'm never gonna turn on this one.
Yes, you are.
I will double down like a motherfucker on this one. You feel me?
Because the stats are gonna have to by the end of his career, either you gonna turn. I think so. This is what I'm saying. I'm going out on a limb.
Oh my God, you're about to say something so stupid. Go ahead.
Either you gonna turn or you a hater. Like that's what it is, dog. Like.
How am I a hater when my eyes say he ain't great? He ain't good.
Because when Jimmy, but it's also with Kyle Shanahan too. So it's also the system. Because if Jimmy G goes to the Panthers, it's gonna be the same thing as Baker Mayfield. He's not that guy. But with Jimmy G in this system, Jimmy G's a good quarterback, and they win games. All right, that's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm saying. Last game.
Blasphemous. Go ahead, man. We are taking way too long to pick three
Dolphins
games.
at Chargers. I know this has been a 30-minute conversation. The longest who you got in pod history.
Exactly. All right. What was the damn game?
Dolphins at Chargers.
Dolphins.
You got Dolphins?
Dolphins.
All right.
Dolphins.
Marcos, who you got?
This is definitely going to be that this is definitely going to be the game of the two quarterbacks that are linked together forever.
Uh-huh. That's why I put it in there.
And at the end of the day, man, I look at it this way, bro. Who the hell stopping Cheetah? And when you try to double him, who's stopping Waddle? And when you try to double him, who's stopping Sherfield or whatever his name is? or number 14? Who's stopping him? Because you saw what happened in the first play of the game.
Gone. I didn't even know.
On a slant.
I seen Cuz before, but dang.
Gone.
They third receiver? And they don't even be using Gesicki.
Bro, Gesicki had the opportunity. I think he was on the trading block.
Dang, I wish you could.
I know my dog was like, thank God, because boy, we about to make a run.
I don't know about that, bro. I'd rather go to a team and play.
Boy,
Gesicki is not getting used, bro. He is a good tight end. He can be top 5,
bro.
In my opinion,
bro.
He top 5 talent,
bro. This is a team.
McDaniels is like, I don't need you.
This is a team.
You should trade him and get some draft picks. Can win a Super Bowl.
Can win a Super Bowl.
Dang, that's kind of going out there, boy.
I don't think it's going out all that far. I don't think it's going all out that far, bro. They have a good defense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they did just get Chubb.
They have a good. This is a good overall team or a team with a coach that is came in that was questioned about is he going to be a good coach and all he's done.
I was totally wrong about Cuz.
Bruh. And he's a good coach, dog.
Completely, I was way left.
Good coach, explosive offense, good defense. That's a championship winning combination.
It is.
I don't think it's going all that far out on a limb, especially when they've already beat.
They can play.
They beat the Bills, right?
Yeah, we just got to see it in the playoffs.
Exactly. That's all.
That's it. If they can do that in the playoffs, then I agree with you. But it's a different.
I'm gonna say this.
It's a different game.
It don't matter if it's regular season, preseason, playoffs. It don't matter. Who gonna stop Cheetah?
What's that play they call? F it.
F it. He down there somewhere. You know what I mean? Who gonna stop Cheetah?
Just throw that bit down.
And then who gonna stop Waddle? And then who gonna stop 14? Because I ain't even disrespecting by butchering his name again.
No, it's Schofield. They got Wilson and Mostert too. Yeah. They got a pretty good run game, bro. It's not like the run game is not effective.
Yeah. Bro, their two running backs came from the 49ers.
Yep.
And they both doing pretty damn well over there.
Mm-hmm. Buffalo kind of shut down Wilson last week, but he'll bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, no running back has a great game every game.
No, 100%.
16. You know what I'm saying?
But no, Buffalo put that junk on clink. Like clink.
Yeah. Say going on a 4th and 5 on the 30-yard line. Nobody does that. And get the first down, 6 plays later, touchdown. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniels is a hell of a coach, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you can be a good offensive coordinator, but to come in and for the team to have success like that,
right? And
then for the quarterback to talk the way that he talks about you, and for you to have that support is different. It's kind of like what he said when he talked about his coaching. He talked about you have to scheme with your player. You can't just force your player to be in your scheme. You have to make plays you have to do good with what he does good with, which means he's a long-term guy because he's adaptable like Andy Reid. Andy Reid ain't running the same plays from 3-4 years ago. Maybe some of them, but you're going to see it's going to be in a different formation. Somebody else is coming in motion. Then he might run the same play.
Yep.
But you got to be able to adapt. So, yeah, I feel you on that on McDaniels. Coach of the year?
He up there for me, bro.
I like him over Dayball. Somebody was talking about Dayball earlier.
Nah. I like McDaniels a lot more.
I like McDaniels a lot more for Coach of the year.
Yeah, and not Josh McDaniels.
I don't like that boy. I didn't really like his response to the Tua thing, the Tua situation. But besides that, I'm cool with him.
That boy, Josh McDaniels about to get fired.
Who?
Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, he need to go. But you think he need to go or Derek Carr need to go? Because I'm a Derek Carr.
Why can't it be both?
Okay, I mean both things can be true.
You know,
I think it is about time for. I mean, but the thing is, if Derek Carr got to go, then you're gonna have to get rid of Devontae because Devontae ain't gonna want to stay there without Carr.
Depends on who the quarterback is they bring in.
True.
You know, what happens if
Ravens don't pay Lamar?
What happens if Aaron Rodgers is like, I'm out, Green Bay? goes to Vegas.
Hey, Madden predicted it.
Did he?
Yeah, like if you play Madden 21, the next offseason, Devontae Adams is a free agent. The following offseason, Aaron Rodgers is a free agent.
See, hey. And then you give him Josh Jacobs?
This was before everything happened.
You give him Darren Waller? Okay.
Oh my God, Aaron Rodgers on Josh Jacobs.
Right. That's
He's
what I'm
the
saying.
number one running back right now.
That's what I'm saying. What? Man, all right, man.
What? Yo, let's call the big homie.
All right, yo, let's get him on the line.
Actually, he ain't the big homie, but he is the homie. My boy Joe Tillman, owner of Sinister Designs. Hit him up on Facebook if you need some custom gear.
What was the name of that again?
Sinister Designs.
Okay.
Hello.
What up, JoJo?
What up, big dog?
What's happening?
Hey, man?
Hey, yo, it's me and my boy ST the Great. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
What up, man? How you doing, bro?
What's up, ST? How you doing, Bubba?
Chilling, man. Chilling. getting ready to dominate this man in this take for take.
Yeah, we'll see.
Take the cake? Is that what we calling it?
That might be what it had to be called. You know what I mean? Take for take. I'll make a graphic for it and everything. You already know the vibes.
Take the take. I like it.
Yeah, bro. So again, I know we talked about it on the phone, but I want to go over it again. Me and S, we got questions. We got 3 questions here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're basically going to say, our take on it. And then you're going to be the homie judge. And you basically going to say, oh, I think this person had the best take on this one. And then you also give your opinion on the matter if you would like. You don't have to, but you can. How's that sound?
That sounds like a winner, bro.
All
I
right,
just
my
put
bro.
my AirPods in so I can hear y'all better.
All right,
For sure.
Bet.
Hey, and I got this little drink in me, so
Hey,
y'all bear with me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yo, I got a funny story.
What's the story?
It's a little TMI too. But
Oh shit! Here we go.
so I
Does it
just
involve
bought.
Does it involve a dumpster?
Nah, shut up. Don't tell nobody about that. So
Listen,
I
exposed.
just bought some earpods for the first time, like the new joints or whatever. I just bought some, had it in my ear. I was losing a couple of pounds, taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, and one of them joints fell in that
Hey, so I'm just gonna. This is gonna be a bonus take.
And I looked down there. I woke up and I looked in there, and I was just like, "Should I try?" I was like,
Hey, "This is a bonus take, bro. Listen, if you didn't flush that bit,
"Oh, I flushed that bit. That bit is in there." Bro, I was like, "I can't put a poopy ear,
Bro." This nigga said, "Should I try?"
nah, you gotta flush that one."
Oh, that bit flush, homie.
Oh my god, that is terrible.
The right ear pod flush.
Yeah.
That was the start of it, bro.
Oh my god. Wait, that was the intro to the day?
That was the intro, bro.
Oh my god. Bro, that's tough.
That's early morning, bro.
That's that's a shitty way to start the day, pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, that's a.
Oh, bro.
Jesus Christ. All right, man. Let's get to these questions, yo. All right,
yo.
Let's do it.
So question number 1 was the Thursday night game a Raiders collapse or more of a Rams comeback powered by Baker? What say you, homie?
Man, listen.
No. Me and SC gotta go first.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go first. You give your take after. I'm gonna have to say Baker comeback. At first, I wanted to say Raiders collapse because Raiders are one of the only teams in like forever to lose multiple 10-point leads after halftime. You know what I'm saying? So in the way Josh McDaniels has been coaching and everything, you could definitely say Raiders gave it up. But Baker Mayfield only been there for 48 hours. And they got the ball, and that was the longest 2-minute drive in NFL history. That was a 98-yard drive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could go into soliloquies and go all extra like my boy Ryan Nadanu. I love you, bro, but I'm not going to do that because it's really only those 2 points, my G. Baker Mayfield, he had 48 hours to get some type of playbook.
Mm-hmm.
He was accurate. There was a couple of off plays, but he was accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And he led the longest drive at the end in NFL history.
NFL history. Because history means everything. All right. So,
Hey, it's like Prime said, his story.
His story. You feel me?
all right. So is it I'm just to be contrarian, I'm gonna go ahead and go take the other side, right? The Raiders have been historically terrible so far this season when it comes to blowing leads. At halftime, they were up 13-3, a 2-possession game. They collapsed because you didn't even put a point up in the third. You couldn't even get a field goal up in the third to push it out, just to even give yourself an opportunity to still have a double-digit lead.
Derek Carr threw a goal line interception.
And then Derek Derek Carr throwing the goal line
He
interception.
did.
That's a choke job.
Wow.
That's a choke, bro.
He got hit when he was throwing,
Bro.
bro. How you gonna throw when you got hit?
Bro.
You
It's
got
a choke
hit.
job.
All right,
Choke job.
man.
At the end of the day, dog,
Sorry.
it's a turnover in the red zone. That's a choke job. I ain't saying it's all on Carr. I'm just saying it's a choke job. You see what I'm saying? So you couldn't put up a single point up in the third, and the best you could muster up was a field goal in the fourth when they came out and dropped 14 points in the fourth quarter, including that history-making drive. That's an epic collapse. When you got talent like Devontae Adams on your side, a Josh Jacobs who've been balling all season.
Caught that bit one-handed on Ramsey.
Bro, I'm talking about like it's an epic collapse because you got too much talent to have this exact situation happening to you. You feel me? That's why I'm at.
So Joe, out of those two takes, who you taking, bro? Who you like? You think it's a Baker Mayfield power comeback or Raiders collapse?
Bro, so that's tough, bro.
Yeah,
Like
that's why it's the
that's
big
a tough
homie question.
Because the truth lies within both. I'm just gonna be real with you. The truth lies within both, bro. Because
So are you giving us a draw? Is this the first draw that we've ever had when you taking both sides?
Bro, 100%.
I think it is.
100% it's a draw because
Okay.
this is how I'm gonna break it down to you, bro. You painted the picture that 13 points at halftime, and you don't put up a single point, and the second you have a turnover at the red zone, bro. Okay, that's on you. That's a decision you made, right? That's on the Raiders. On the flip side of that, you got Bake coming in 10 minutes ago and driving his team 98 yards. I know there was a penalty. I get it. But he still drove 98 yards and threw a 23-yard cutty on the money to Van Jefferson over the shoulder.
Yep.
That's on both. That's on both. Now, did Baker play the way that I know Baker could play the entire game? No, he didn't. But I think you've seen from Baker what Carolina has not only held him from, but held Christian McCaffrey, who's showing out in San Fran. Like, bro, it's not the players, it's the system you have. So I'm gonna call it a draw, man, because it's both of them.
Bet.
Because the Raiders, how can you not call it a draw when they've already done this prior?
Right. No, all they do is collapse.
They've already done this prior.
All they do is collapse, bro. I couldn't be I couldn't be a Raiders fan right now. Jesus.
No,
Christ.
like what are they? Like 5-8?
Something close to that.
Raiders?
I think they might have 4.
Nah, the Raiders got like 3 or 4 wins.
I think they might have 4. Yeah.
Or 4-8 or 4-7, something like that. But what I'm getting at is that should really be like 6-3 or like 7-4 or something. Like, think about the 2 or 3 games they've literally just poof.
Right. Yeah,
Wasn't Arizona one of them?
Oh no, they got 5.
Oh, they got 5 wins?
They got 5.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
they just won one. Oh, they won like 2 in a row.
3 in a row.
3 in a row?
Let's not forget the game where was the Arizona they were playing where they had the fumble return to end the game.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfrow fumbled?
Yeah, they thought they was about to
that was week 2, and that shit was crazy. I was like, that's a terrible way to lose a game.
Like
demoralizing.
And that's on one player. That's on Renfrow. Like, don't get me wrong, he got his jaw jacked. But Bubba,
I feel you
play
on
in the
that one,
league. Hold on to the ball.
For real.
Like, hold on to the ball.
So let's go.
I'm gonna call it a draw.
Okay, let's go to question 2, Brody. We're gonna take a look at the Dolphins' remaining schedule. The Dolphins are currently 8-4. Okay. The question is, do you think the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs?
Okay, so
so
you go first. I go first.
Yeah, it's your first. You go first this time. So I'm gonna go through the schedule real quick.
Okay, let's look at the schedule real quick.
So they're currently 8-4. You got the Dolphins at Chargers next game.
Yep.
You got Dolphins at Bills. Green Bay versus the Dolphins. Dolphins at Patriots,
Mhm.
and then the Jets come to play the Dolphins.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go first. I think I said this right before we had Joe come in, and I was just saying I see the Dolphins as a potential team that can actually win a Super Bowl because they have all of the pieces. They have the good coach, they have the explosive offense, they have a good defense. It's a match made in heaven to get yourself to at least to a Super Bowl. So for me to say will they make it to the playoff is almost blasphemous for me because I think they're a Super Bowl contender. I think with like I was saying before, who's stopping Cheetah? And when you try to double him up, who's stopping Waddle? And when you try to double him up, who's stopping Sherfield or 14, whatever his name is? Who's stopping? And then they can go to an option like Gesicki, who they rarely use because they just who's stopping Cheetah? You know what I mean?
For sure.
Then you got the running backs with Mostert and Jeff Wilson back there, who is just a good enough running backs for that offense. Then you got the defense with a good secondary, with a good upfront pass rush with Brad when they brought in Bradley Chubb. You know what I mean? Like, and then you got Mike McDaniels, who's over there as a coach. As a coach, fosters the type of environment you want for a successful team. Is getting the best out of his quarterback, who we were questioning last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then also you just formed this mega offense. Like for me, bro, I don't see it being an issue for them making it to the playoffs. It's only how deep will they go this early. You know what I'm saying? Because this is still year one for this coach. But at the same time, this coach has been coaching his ass off. So what say you, bro? What say you?
I feel you, bro. But your boy got to be contrarian, devil's advocate. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Didn't we see Tua have a crazy injury earlier this year?
Yeah,
I think we saw some injuries that happened, and then there was another scare almost recently, and where they held him out of the game. So my thing is, you got to play the Chargers. That's Khalil Mack. I don't know if Joey Bosa is going to be there. You got to play the Bills. They got a good defense. Packers defense. Patriots. That's in your division.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to play the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there's a possibility that Tua, my thing is, there's a possibility Tua can get hurt in one of these games, and if Tua gets hurt, the Dolphins are going down.
It's a possibility that any player can go get hurt in any game.
But Tua's it's not like it can be an ankle, it can be whatever. But at the same time, if he gets hit wrong and it's not just a head hit, it's the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to say is,
getting so specific.
That's how he got injured. He landed on the back of his head multiple times. It's whiplash. Trust me, I know. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say Dolphins ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Okay. All right, Joe. What say you, man?
Man. So this is the thing, right? To go with ST said, who's gonna stop Waddle? Who's gonna stop this? Who's gonna stop that? I'll tell you one person that can stop all of them. Tua. Tua can stop all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because if Tua does get hurt, or Tua becomes inconsistent like he showed that he can be, granted with Mike McDaniels, he's been pretty good.
I hear you.
He is the catalyst to it all, man, because who's their backup? I don't even know who their backup is. Who is the Dolphins?
I'm gonna look it up for us. Let's see here.
And I mean, the only defense comparable to the 49ers on this list, because you could probably say, the Bills, the Patriots, the Jets. They're playing three good defenses. And they're divisional games. Those are divisional games.
Mm-hmm. All right, backup is Teddy Bridgewater, who is out. So Skylar Thompson. But this is the thing though. But this is what I'll say about that. If any quarterback goes out, you're gonna have to go to the backup that ain't gonna necessarily do what as well as your starter. Like, so I mean, we can
100%.
You know what I mean?
So this is what I'm not gonna do. This is what I'm gonna. I'm gonna deal with the facts that I have at hand. Right.
All
I'm not gonna do what ifs.
Okay, true.
Right now, yes, Dolphins make the playoffs. Why? Tua's ability on the field, what he's doing. Okay, his improvement. Two, Mike McDaniel's coaching, which really is one because, bro, Mike McDaniel.
Bro, what?
Bowling.
Did you see the clip of him looking at him like, can I curse? Can I say something?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say on here. Man.
Okay. He looked at Tua and said, yeah, I fucked up. That's on me.
Yeah.
Show me a coach that's done that.
Right.
Like, I've not seen a coach say, look at his star quarterback and like, yeah, no, that's on me. I fucked up.
Kind of gives you an impression
mistake.
of a coach that you can believe their words. I got you.
Exactly. So I go with they make the playoffs. Now I do disagree with them being a Super Bowl contender. I do not think they are there yet. However, given their off season and acquisitions that they make in the off season and enhancements they make to their roster, I think they can be next year, absolutely. And that pains me to say because I hate rooting for any team where I know the majority of the fans also root for the Hurricanes. So that's
hey man, hold up, man.
Hey,
what we not gonna do?
Let's see a Hurricane fan.
What we not gonna do?
You just started something.
That's just me.
Let's see a Hurricane fan. You just started something, boy. You just started something.
Hey man, what we not gonna do?
Let's get to question number 3.
all right, yeah. Let's get to question 3. Question 3. Man. Let's go.
Number 3. Did the college football committee get it right? Should TCU be in the college football playoffs? Nah.
Okay.
In my opinion, I don't think they should have made it. Dang. But that means Bama's going. That means Bama would have been in it. Dang it. That means I'm making a point for Bama. Yeah, but I mean, if I'm just going off of TCU, if you lose your bowl or your conference game, and you're supposed to be in you're supposed to be a top 4 team in the league, like no. And a lot of TCU wins hasn't really been good anyway. They almost got beat by Baylor 2 weeks ago, or 2-3 weeks ago. I actually watched that game. I was like, why is TCU so? I was like, okay, they're good, but they had to have a late season or a late quarter drive in order to beat Baylor. And I'm like, so y'all supposed to compete with Georgia and Michigan and now it's Ohio State. At the time it was USC. I think USC would have smacked TCU. I think TCU, it's going to be like one of them like Notre Dame type people coming into the thing and then getting smacked. Like, no. I think TCU should have, even though Kansas State was ranked 10, y'all should have, okay, Bama lost to LSU, and they fell down multiple rankings. How you lose to number 10 and you only move down like 1, or did they even move? Oh, they moved down to number 4. How you lose to number 10 and you only go down 4? That don't make sense. Y'all ain't consistent. So I think
no. See, okay, my bad.
Go ahead on your take. That's all I had to say.
No, because I just wanted to piggyback off that because like the same thing happens in the SEC almost every year.
Because it's the SEC.
Okay. And you can't tell me that a team that was ranked in the top 10, you lost to them by what? 3 points in your championship game. And you expect them to tumble?
No, I just dropped more than 1. You dropped 1.
And then okay, so this is why I will say they got it right.
They actually didn't drop any. They stayed at 3.
They did stay at 3. They did stay at 3.
That's even worse.
This man is pressed.
That's even worse. How make that make sense?
See,
Look,
I need you to give your take.
Okay, so did they get it right? From a very biased standpoint, absolutely they got it right. Because it was no way in fuck I wanted. It was no way in fuck I wanted Alabama, who didn't even who didn't even play for their conference championship game.
If that was Miami,
no. Listen to what I'm saying.
All right.
for
Miami's
a team.
never played for the conference championship or won it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's not true. We definitely did play for it, but
yeah, they played for it. They didn't win it. Sorry,
but for a team like Alabama who didn't even play in their conference championship game, there's no way they should be in the playoff. Didn't even play in it. So, if for my bias, very biased, and I will admit my bias, ain't no way in hell I would want Alabama to get in there, bro. Ain't no way in hell. So if that means that TCU, who just lost their championship game by three damn points, has to get in there, then by all means, brother, they better keep their ass. Hey, I'm a TCU fan. Stop playing with me.
Bro, bump that.
All right, Joe, what's up, man?
all right. So, this is my issue with it. Okay, my issue is, and I'm glad y'all asked this because I've been pondering on this for a while since it happened. Actually, because I watched the game live.
Right.
I don't understand, and this is not saying I'm against it. I just don't understand. I don't comprehend it. I don't comprehend how you can lose a game to the number 10th ranked team in the country and not drop not even one spot.
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me either.
If you lose to the number 4th ranked team, I kind of see like maybe y'all switch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you go to 4th, they go to 3. Okay, I get that. You lose to the 10th ranked team who's lost to inferior opponents, and it just so happens it's your conference championship game. You can't tell me that not every one of the TCU players were given everything that they freaking had in that game.
I think it was the committee. I think it was the committee telling Bama, suck it.
So this is what I'm going to say. The committee, with all the pressure of the whole SEC bias, bro, they couldn't put Bama in. They couldn't. Okay?
Yeah, they would have got ripped either way.
They also used this as a ploy to explain why they needed 12 teams. Like, yeah, we're not going to move TCU down, but watch this. Bama's not going to get in, and people are going to think Bama's better than TCU, but this is going to make people think even more that we need 12 teams.
Exactly. So the decision to make the 12 teams, people are going to be more tuned in the future.
Yep.
It was a persuasive decision, 100%, bro, because you can't tell me that.
When you think about it from that perspective, when you talk about it from that perspective, I agree.
Yeah, and tell me how a team. There's 4 teams in the playoffs, right?
Yep.
Okay. Which is the only team? Actually, there's 2. There's 2 teams coming off a losing game.
Yep.
In the playoffs. You have 2 teams that are on losing streak, competing for a national championship.
Yeah.
TCU about to get smacked though.
That's the committee saying, yeah, this is why we need 12 teams.
Yep.
That's the committee saying this is right here is why we need 12 teams because 50% of our teams in this playoffs have L's in their last 2 weeks of play. Okay, so you mean to tell me
that make any sense?
That don't make no sense.
It don't make sense because take 06 Florida. Okay, take 06 Florida. Do you realize how much shit had to happen for Chris Leak, Dallas Baker, and all of them boys to get to Tempe, Arizona, and wax that ass? Do you realize how much shit had to happen?
That took a lot.
It took a lot. I remember that.
So the same championship week that TCU just had, right? That they just played in. That same championship week, USC lost to UCLA.
Yep.
One of the biggest upsets of that weekend had to happen. Texas and their Big 12 championship and some other shit that I can't even think of right now because I've been drinking a little bit. But
there was a lot of things that happened.
But I can tell you off the dome piece that UCLA upsetting USC is the single reason Florida even had the opportunity to play Ohio State.
Yep.
Because everybody wanted Ohio State Michigan rematch.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, he's the GOAT. I'm gonna let you know right now. I just had to set aside my differences with my newly divorced GOAT. But Tom Brady said some off the wall shit about my Gators around that time, talking about we was gonna get our ass whooped or something, and that we didn't deserve, or Florida didn't deserve to be there. And then Florida goes on to win 41-14, and insert mouth meet foot. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you, bro. But
but what I'm getting, well, yo,
I gotta check you back in, cause that was so time out. You said all that, but who won that take? Because we might have to do a bonus question if things don't go how I think they should go.
So
who you giving won that take right there?
I do not think TCU should be in the playoff.
All right, bet.
After losing their championship game.
All right, so we had a draw. You won the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I won the third one.
Mm-hmm.
So now we got a bonus question. I didn't put it in there,
okay,
but I got one.
Okay.
All right, this
So
is fresh off. This is straight off the hip.
So a question you've been able to marinate on, but I got to come up with a take off rip.
No. I just thought about this. Well, actually, I'm taking something from something that we were going to talk about, and I turned into I turned it into a question.
Okay.
I just added a couple.
Hey, or I can come up with a take, and both of y'all go off it. What's up?
Hey.
No, I like this one.
Okay.
I like this one. AD is balling.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is back.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers are currently ranked 13 in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're gonna come back and make the playoffs this year?
Yeah. As tough as as quote unquote tough as the West can be at times. They have the pieces just to overachieve at this point. Let me pull up the standings in the NBA real quick, just to refresh my memory real quick, because I'm a spur of the moment topic like this. Okay.
I can help you out while you're doing that, brother.
I got it right here, though. I got it right here.
Suso J got to come up with some off the wall thing.
Exactly. So the number 8 team in the West, the Trailblazers, currently 13-12. The Lakers are 10-14. We are only 24 games into the season. There's 82.
You also got the playoffs or the play-in game.
Play-in and all that shit too. There's no way in hell they won't be one of these teams that's going to end up making the playoffs. I'm going to tell you who they're going to jump right now. Timberwolves getting jumped. Thunder getting jumped.
Jazz gonna come back down to earth.
Jazz gonna come, maybe. Yeah. Jazz gonna come back down to earth. They getting jumped. Clippers is so inconsistent. I don't know what to do with them. They might get jumped. That puts them in the playoffs.
My John said they might get jumped.
Yo, what about Mike Brown over there with the Kings at 5?
They doing well for themselves. I guess. What I mean. But look, nobody knows what any of these teams are yet because we're only 24 games into the season. What that being said, you get some of your most dependable vets on the Lakers back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we talking about if I can just get, we're not going to get Miami Heat LeBron. That ain't happening.
He's still saucing it up.
But he's still LeBron. And he still does shit he shouldn't be doing with this much mileage on his body.
That boy rolls out of bed at 20 points.
At the end of the day, bro, with 8 or 9 assists with boards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He still goes out there and still pads the stats like crazy. Anthony Davis is, like you said, been on fire recently.
Boy had 50 points the other day.
They finally got Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. They got everything in place exactly how it should be. And now that if you get everybody healthy, I expect this team to make the playoffs, man. Come on. What say you, Shades? Go ahead.
Damn, he call you Shades too?
Yeah. Yo,
he call you Shades too?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love it.
Yo. I don't think they making it, bro, because They ain't making it, bro, because the mixture of Russ, AD, and Bron, even though Russ coming off the bench has been producing better, it just I don't know. Is AD going to play like that when Bron come back? You know what I'm saying? If you're going to tell me that AD dropping 40 and 50 and 15, 20 rebounds on a consistent basis, heck yeah. But for some reason, mentally with some players, not all players, but mentally with some players, when they play with LeBron, when he come on the court, they take a back seat for some reason. AD been shown to be one of them people. When Bron come there, he get lazy or something. Like, I don't know what it is. And I think it's mental. It's like a mental thing. Like
they just lost a game in overtime today to the 76ers. But LeBron was on the court and AD dropped 31 and 12. But go ahead, continue. Okay, my bad. Continue.
But no, continue. But they what?
They lost.
Oh, okay.
It gives a better team than them right at the moment.
But I'm saying if you're going to make the playoffs, you're going to have to play better teams than you, and you're going to have to go on a run eventually.
You acting like it's way too early in the season. Go ahead.
For sure. But right now, do I think they're going to make the playoffs? No, I don't.
Okay.
Mario?
Yep.
Who do you think had the best take, me or ST?
All right, so this is a tricky one. I'm gonna be honest with y'all boys. Technically, the name of the game, the best take, I'm gonna go with ST on the best take. But listen, here's the wrench though. The take that he put, what he presented, it is. I vibe with it. I agree with the take itself. You know what I'm saying? Like how he presented it. However, how my opinion on what's going to happen, what I think is going to happen, them making the playoffs is what I disagree with, because I do not think they'll make the playoffs. My reasoning for that is, Jay, you missed 1 point. If you would have said 1 point, made one this tiny little point.
What's the point?
You would have had 100%, bro.
What was that?
How injury prone is AD, man? You can't trust this man.
True, and Russ.
You can't
and older
trust
Bron.
what you said.
I missed the injuries.
Bro, you cannot, like, yeah, I see they balling, bro. AD scoring for 50. AD got triple double numbers. Like, I see this.
I feel
like,
that, dog.
Not quite triple double, but he getting there. Like, I got that. Like, I know who AD is.
I had the right answer. I just didn't make the right point. I get it.
The right take.
Exactly. I got you.
The take is the fact that LeBron's gonna be LeBron, bro. Personally, I don't like what some of the things LeBron says, but as an athlete and as a basketball player, there is nobody above him. Period. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I don't care what nobody says, bro.
Fact too.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT, bro. Until some LJ23s is the top selling shoe in the country or in the world, bro, you ain't the GOAT. I'm just listen.
It ain't nothing wrong with being number 2.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, bro. Somebody got to be number 2,
right?
And LeBron at number 2 is a very strong number 2.
Very much so.
Me, if I'm LeBron, bro, yeah, I'm number 2. But look who I'm number 2 behind.
Right.
And look who I constantly get compared to.
And look who I emulated. I wanted to be like MJ. That's why I was wearing 23. Like if I want to be number 2 behind the greatest player, and there is nobody else that you could put behind in front of me other than MJ, you did a hell of a job for yourself, because it's hard to even climb the 2.
It's hard to even live up to expectations and exceed them.
Exactly. And now, I'll say that, and I'm veering off a little bit, but just let me veer off.
No, it's all right. You got to do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
I'll bring it back between the mayonnaise and the mustard. Give me 1 second. Now, listen. You number 2 behind MJ. Yes, that's what I'm going to put. MJ is my GOAT.
Yep.
There's a little bit of bias in that. because one, Space Jam 1 was far better than Space Jam 2.
Facts.
So
Oh no, Space Jam 2 was kind of fire.
Space Jam 2 was dope, but it wasn't like
no, Space Jam 2 is dope.
I'm on
But
fire,
listen,
but
did Space Jam 2 give you a silver little collector's coin and all that with it? No, it didn't. So
my boy
did
got
Daffy
the
and
cereal
Bugs
box.
have to fight off of Bulldog and get some North Carolina pants and shoot? No. So we going with Space Jam 1. You feel me?
I feel
you, bro. But, hey, Joe. I love you, brother. You know I love you, but we got to slide, bro. We got to get back to the show.
I'm with it, bro. Listen, the take. I agree that they're not going to make the playoffs due to AD's health.
Yes,
if he
sir.
gets hurt, if he has an injury, they're done, bro. Plain and simple.
For sure. I forgot to make that point, my G. So,
yep.
ST till Victor goes to spoils.
Indeed.
So it's like a 51-49 to ST just because of the take.
I feel you, bro.
I like the percentage.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Joe, we appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, if y'all need some gear, shout out my company.
Oh, hey, we already did. We already talked about it. We're going to talk about it more because I'm definitely going to come to you. I definitely need some workout gear. Would love some workout. Hey, them jerseys, the baseball jerseys.
Beanies.
Yes. I need a Homie Studios. Beanies, hats.
Beanies with a little puffy ball on it. Dry fit hoodies. Short sleeve dry fit hoodies. Dry fit shirts. Kangaroo pouch hoodies. You know, the actual hoodies. Whatever y'all need. Dry wick shorts. Socks. Whatever y'all want. I'll let your boy. I got you.
Where can they find you at? Where can they find you at?
SinisterDesigns.com or Sinister with a 5 SIN 5 TER Designs with a Z on Twitter. And yes, that 5 is a shout out to Jay. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you say the name.
I got the rubber band on my wrist. Hope Barwick.
Hope Beasy. Number 5.
That's dope.
So my Twitter handle on Twitter is literally SINI number 5 TER. The 5 is for the S because Sinister is what it's called because I wanted to pay homage to the Saints and Sinners who that's what me and Jay are. And I wanted to pay homage to the team that made me and taught me everything I know. So Saints and Sinners, I created Sinister off of that. And when I made it a business, made my Twitter account with a 5 to Hope Beasy because he was a very important part in that process, man. So
that's really dope.
But yeah,
bro.
Twitter, Instagram, all that.
I appreciate you, homie dog. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. I'm at my wife's damn company thing right now, and I just took 40 minutes to you already know. So
Man, get back in.
No cutty tonight.
Get back in there before you ain't got no ride home, man. Let's go. All right, brother.
Hey, ST, ask Jeremy.
Oh, they coming by the government.
Yeah, ask my dog about the dumpster in Orlando, man.
All right, I got you.
I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much.
I always love you, dog.
Yep.
All right.
I really do.
I'm gonna ask you that off the pod because I know I can already sense that my dog don't even want to mention this on the pod.
I don't mind talking about it.
Man, we already 2 hours and some change in, man.
Go.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Hey, man, you got any shout outs before we get up out of here, though?
Shout outs to all the homies that came on the pod today. Penny, our boy Mark, Reg Reed, and they're getting in them good.
Yes, you said that Viagra. Pop it, dog.
Shout outs to all the homies that came through. Shout outs to Spotify, Apple, StreamYard, shout outs to all the homies across the world. Don't stop doing your thing, keep grinding, even though we got a very toxic world, very toxic atmosphere, but sometimes you got to detach yourself from it. So thank you for tuning in to us. I hope we gave you some inspiration. I hope we gave you some energy, some positive energy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, shout outs to the world, man.
True that. Hey, man, shout out to all the homies rocking with us continuously. We appreciate y'all. Hey, shout out to the homie Reg, though, because my dog said he going to class with cheeks with the blue pill popping. You feel me? You know what time it is.
It was very specific.
Very specific with it. Shout out to, once again, Chastity Taylor Foundation. Shout out to I don't got anything else, man. Honestly, dog. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. I just appreciate everybody in this bitch. You know what I mean? So
you feel me?
At the end of the day, man.
You smell me?
you smell me? Huh? You know what I'm saying? But no, all right, let me get this right. Yeah. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know what time it is. This Homie Studios. You dig?